Hi, my name is Crevins. This is Shut Up and Listen, and today we are here with a very dear friend of mine, someone who I'm very proud of, has been making big waves in the community and actually assisting and helping so many people, including myself. Make some noise for the one, the only, Martijn! And we are here with the Blueroom. Go ahead and make some noise.
I know that's your shit. Thanks for the introduction, man. I really, really appreciate you having me on.
With the Blueroom today, baby.
Here we are.
So the folks that don't know, I recall way back when, but I think it's about 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, almost exactly.
Like, hey, let me come check it out. Let me come see what's going on.
Yeah,
and basically just like stepping over things, and you just say, hey, no, this is gonna be over here. We're gonna have this. I said, but you know, what I really want is like something like this.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you did have, let's keep it a buck. It was like a lot of stress. Like, it was coming up to the grand opening and whatnot.
Yeah. It was an insanely tight window that we were working with, and there was like 12 hours before, or 24 hours before our opening, like we didn't even have that tech booth that you see.
Right, yeah.
So like 24 hours, you come in and it's like midnight, and like, you know, shout out Parker Lambert, Nick Hastings, we're all in there with like the saws and like the drills, like trying to get this tech booth together. I'm like, we don't need the tech booth, like just scrap it. They're like, we need the tech booth. And then it was this kind of huge run into the jump, into the deep end. And so that run was really exciting. And then the jump was that opening night, and you know, now we're swimming.
It's like a leap of faith right there, bro.
Complete leap of faith, yeah. I think that's the best way to see it.
So from then to now, how does it feel?
Yeah, very open-ended question. You know, I think it feels very surreal, and it also feels like it's always meant to happen this way. I think when we first walked into the venue, I could see the potential of what we could do by implementing our mission and our vision.
Yeah.
And I think we've succeeded that to a degree, but I'm not satisfied, and I want to continue to do this. 2 years is not the goal. I want it to be 10, I want it to be 20, I want this to be in Bellingham when I pass away. Like, that's the goal there.
I love that.
And so it feels good to get to 2 years, but we're not even, like, we feel like we're just getting started.
Haven't scratched the surface yet.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right now.
Cheers, brother.
Because also a real big thing about the Blueroom, and what makes it really special as well, it is an all ages venue.
Yeah.
What was the kind of determining factor of going that route?
I think it goes back to just the idea behind holding a community-oriented performing space, which is the ideas of inclusivity and accessibility, and that starts with, it has to be open to people of all ages.
True.
Not only all demographics, but also all ages. I think it goes back to education being a primary reason for founding the Blueroom, and just trying to give opportunity. So education and giving opportunity. That starts with people who are young in the performing arts scene, and almost when you think about like when you're a kid and you just have this like limitless creativity because you have like, there's no restrictions, there's no responsibilities of society. It's just like, man, I can do anything, I can create anything. To give opportunity to that younger generation and just give them a stage and a platform to perform and express themselves on, that's where change happens, and that's what it's all about. And that's where lives are shaped also. And so all ages was extremely important, and from day one, what needed to happen here.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Hey, you just snapped, bro. I wasn't ready for that, bro.
That's what it's about. You know, I'm so passionate about this.
Yeah, no, I love that. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, because first of all, we do got to do a shout out. We got the one and only Marty McFly, for those that don't know. My boy be spitting bars as well.
It's true. I do write some rhymes.
So do you feel like, from just hearing that passion and all that, just the heartfeltness right there, do you think like your upbringing with the music community here kind of really it feels like it played a big part on that?
Yeah, like my independent role as a performer in the music industry, or music scene here, for sure. Yeah, I think a lot of those feelings, a lot of people have those same feelings that I just expressed, and I also had them as a performer. And that even started like before I was doing hip hop, when I was doing classical music as an oboe performer. You know?
That's right. That boy played the oboe.
Shameless oboe plug there. Yeah, I think it was like, man, there's this incredible just like energy, for lack of a better word, but I think that's a good descriptor. Incredible energy with this young performing community that's happening in the DIY scene. That's all over, you know, house shows are all over. And that same scene, you can actually see that in a lot of different cities all over the nation and potentially the world, but specifically in Bellingham, I was like really like blown away by kind of how unique it was and how special it was. And I thought that scene deserved a platform.
Yeah.
And when we had the opportunity to do the Blueroom, it just was the perfect unity.
It's like the crossover, like from going from the DIY at the house show, like those type of like settings, and bringing that to a venue. Just especially just walking up the stairs here. Yeah. It just gives that extra little spice, that extra little sizzle, you know, like salt.
Yeah.
And I love that, and I think that's one of the dopest things. Just that's like it's a perfect crossover actually.
Mm-hmm. I think so, and it's like a stepping stone, you know what I mean? Because you start with the DIY, and then you get to like a really established venue, you know, like the Wild Buffalo, or you get to venues down in a bigger city like Seattle or Vancouver. It's like you need some sort of bridge between those two things, and I think the Blueroom ultimately serves that.
I don't think it's not only that it's just a bridge. It's also it already is, but within, like you said, you want it for the next 20 years until you're gone. It's going to become, or already, I say already is, but like an elite, like actual destination for tours. Yeah,
of course, and like that comes from, first of all, taking the DIY scene that we curate and nurture here and giving them even better opportunities. Like if we're in a position with our business, you know, that totally is on us, where we can bring in touring artists and then have the local scene open for them. That ultimately serves the music scene in Bellingham specifically, and puts Bellingham on the map, rather than people in Bellingham thinking, okay, I get to here in Bellingham and then I have to go to a bigger city or anything like that.
Why is that always the mindset?
I don't know, man. You tell me. Like, why do you think that's always the mindset?
Because people don't ever think, actually, I believe it's mindset because you know how they be like, you can't blow up in your own town because ain't nobody ever like super supports you in that town until you go somewhere else and they don't know you. They know you too well.
Interesting.
You know that concept?
Yeah, tell me more. I think I get what you're saying, but like.
So for example, like let's say a band or artist is in this city. Yeah, so yes, they may be getting all this love and whatnot in that particular city, but as soon as they just trying to take that next step, it's kind of like, no, we already did that. We already got you as like the crowd or just like the supporters, the support system is like, okay, no, we already got you. Sure. So then they find themselves going to a different place where they're brand new, and it's a that support just comes in crazier, and it's I don't know how to explain.
Yeah, so it's almost like a saturation factor, right? You're like, especially like Bellingham's kind of like a small, like it's like only, I think 110,000, 120,000 people live here. That's pretty small compared to like 7 million.
That's still big though.
Yeah, it's a big small city, you know?
That's true.
But it's also like a lot of those people are like very invested in the performing arts, but there's still a saturation because like you perform a couple venues in Bellingham, but if you do that every week, then you're gonna burn your market out.
That's true.
And so I think, people get to like, okay, like I did a couple shows at the Buffalo, like better hop over to Seattle, you know? And,
I guess. Yeah. No, I still think that Bellingham does have something special with the actual support though.
I do too. Like I said, I think it's very unique. I don't know. I talked to some groups that started since the Blueroom has started and have since moved to Seattle, and they tell us the same thing. It's like, dang, there's just something about like, the support here, you know.
Let's bring it back to that first night, bro. That first night, opening night.
Yeah.
Just go ahead, play by play. Because I remember it was sold the fuck out.
Yeah, I remember.
Jam packed.
Yeah, it sold out in like 20 minutes or something like that.
Crazy.
And then there was still like 100 people that we were like, so like in that, just, I'm being honest, like in that moment, I'm like, we made it. Like it's over.
So what's good?
It's over. Yeah.
It's sitting right here, just like, yo, what's good, brother?
Yeah. It's like it's done. Like it's too easy, you know. But then we have to do it again the next night, and then the next weekend we have shows, and we have to do it again then. And so I think we didn't realize the full scope of the project until like maybe a couple months in, and then we're like, oh my gosh,
it's gotta be consistent.
Yeah, like maybe you even remember like the second or third weekend when we had that hip hop show with like Mustafa and I think Cash was on that too and Hush and all. And we were like, damn, well, like I thought we were gonna sell out every night. Like what's going on? What's going on with this? There's only 90 people here, you know.
But no, it was still a brilliant vibe though, and having like that core group there too was super dope.
Yeah. Yeah, and so, no, the first night was amazing, and it was everything that we wanted it to be and everything we envisioned, but then it was the continuation of that became the real hard work. It's like, when are we going to sell out again, you know? It's like maybe the next weekend, but then the next one didn't happen for 6 months, and we're like, how do we, like, build this community now that we've excited?
And then get them consistent.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do it like this. I'm going to split this into 2 categories. What has been your favorite show with like the local bill, and what has been your favorite show that you've booked?
Like personally booked touring, or
either that or it has been booked touring. Either up to you. Up to you.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you gotta play some favorites right now, huh?
Honestly, the first one that comes to mind locally was pretty recent, back in February. Frog Rocket, Lemon Bear, and Ryland Fisher.
Oh, fire.
And Frog Rocket was a group that like emailed us, and I try to read every single inquiry because that's like where you can find the untapped potential. You
heard that? Tap in.
Every single inquiry, because it's what my philosophy there is like, if you can find a group that hasn't quite gotten the opportunity yet but has the raw talent, we can give them the opportunity, and then this is where they play first, and then
Boom.
So then
it becomes home.
Yeah, it becomes home, base. And then they can play everywhere else, but they're always happy to come back here. We're happy to have them back here because we took the chance on them too.
We'll be right back after these messages. We'd like to give a special thanks to Lost Giant Cider Company, always providing us with our cider beverages and the best of the cider beverages. Visit Lost Giant's Tap Room in the heart of Bellingham at 1200 Meter Avenue in the Haskell Business Center. It's just down the street from Lakeway Fred Meyer.
Menace Brewing, located in the Fountain District, is where flavor is unleashed. It serves as a local hub of craft beer and community. Recognized as the neighborhood's premier soccer hangout, you know I love me some soccer. Menace Brewing isn't just a brewery, it's the go-to spot for sports action and local engagement. Visitors can catch the game, connect with fellow fans, and immerse themselves in the heart of the spirited community. Menace Brewing invites everyone to join them, where every visit feels like coming home. Experience Menace Brewing in Bellingham today.
And welcome back.
And so Frog Rocket was one of those, they sent a couple of demos in, and I was like, yo, this is pretty good, but like nothing was released or anything. And so we had them in December and then again in February. Lemon Bear, similar, we played with them at Lawn Fest, you know.
Yeah, Lemon Bear's fire.
Lemon Bear's fire. And then Ryland Fisher is just a really, really close friend of mine. And it all that.
Isn't Ryland in like multiple bands as well?
Yeah, he's in Pantsuit Guy.
That's okay. That's what I thought. Yeah.
And a couple others. But yeah, that bill was magical. It sold like almost 300 tickets, and just like the vibe that night was so good.
It's immaculate.
And,
everybody's lit.
Yeah.
Litif.
And then I'll do one more local, and then I'll do the touring. Just have to say this one for my boys down in Seattle, the Magenta Wave boys.
Oh yeah.
You know, the first Friday of every school year, so we're talking about like fall quarter, like end of September, the first Friday of fall quarter being in session is a really important date, because it's like school's back and like this is the all ages venue and we got to go out and like, you know,
everybody
have fun.
wants to,
You know, so that's a pretty consistent date that we can know is going to do well. And so we had Magenta Wave, Madam Monarch, and Madrona.
Oh, I remember this one.
Yeah, this last fall quarter.
Yes.
Insane.
Crazy.
And that felt like a homecoming, because it was like over a year and a half after we had opened, but all of those bands were bands that had played their first show here within the first couple months of us being open. So it was like really special, because like I'm like, you know, first couple months being open, we're like, I don't know what we're doing. Like,
but we're here,
but we're here to play. And so to have that moment like a year and a half, over a year and a half later was really cool.
Damn.
And then touring artists, I got 2 again. Sorry to take up the time.
You chilling? Hey, bro, we is chilling. I think AJ said we good.
AJ saying we good? Okay, well, if
Yeah,
AJ
look at that,
saying
look at
it,
that.
yeah, that was a yeah.
Hold on, here, I got you.
Yeah.
Shout out our sponsors.
Oh, here we go.
Menace
It's a good
Brewing.
sponsor break, yeah.
All All right, go ahead.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta shout out the Joe P show that the Exit Fest put together.
Oh, yeah.
So Joe P played here last October, and it was, again, one of those special moments where the crowd had a great time. There was like a technical failure that no one realized was a technical failure, and it just made the show cooler. The lights just all went out. But everyone thought it was dope, and they put their flashlights up and was waving it, and then the lights came back on. It's kind of a little magic in the air.
Oh, that's dope.
And then we had got like a charcuterie board for the band, and just remember like hanging out after that show with like, they were like loading out, but then just ended up just kind of wanting to kick it and just like eating charcuterie with them and just like talking with them. It was really special for us. And then we had a flamenco show at the beginning of January. That was like, you know, as a like kind of classically trained jazz musician, I was like, oh my gosh, like, and people actually came to it, which was really cool.
Educate me. What's flamenco?
Flamenco, it's a style of dance and singing, and Jose Moreno was a percussionist that they had brought out from NYC. So it's like a lot of like heel clicking. They have like a specialized kind of dance floor. It's sort of like tap, but that would almost be like
That's
weird to say.
That's not putting the respect on it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so very much about the wardrobe too. So they have like really beautiful dresses that they do with their dance and like the feet tapping.
I want to see this. Why did I miss
And this guy's like you know doing the percussion and all that. It was like it was quite incredible, and so we were lucky to get that one in.
Well, that sounds super dope. Yeah, I'm mad I missed that.
Hey, next time I'll let you know.
Yeah, let me know, bro. I'm trying to see some different. I'm trying to come to the jazz nights, all that good stuff.
Yeah. Just in general, I mean, that's been our booking style for sure, is trying to get the variety in here, and that goes in line with what we were talking about earlier. Like core elements of inclusivity is booking with variety and having not just the same type of music or not just the same type of performing art.
Yeah, and just giving every demographic a place to come to and enjoy themselves.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I guess with all of you guys have accomplished here, and what you're striving for, what's like one thing that you want to see changed, or one thing that you think could change in the Bellingham music scene?
Yeah, to start with, to answer that, like we were saying before, it's already very special, and so I think there can be some things that we can change, but it's already very supportive. There's a lot of talent. There's a lot of excitement. I think it's, this almost goes back to the reason I came to Western, was because I wasn't going into college. I really wasn't interested in like the fraternity or like the party side of things.
Wait, does Western have fraternities?
They don't. And so I was like,
I was gonna say, bro.
And so I was like looking at UW, and I was looking at.
I was gonna be ready for that, bro.
No, this isn't Animal House. And so I was looking at that, and I was like, okay, this is really cool. Like maybe kind of like a more, just a better style of partying and going out for me personally. Not to say that any of that stuff is like negative. It's just like it would be healthier for me. And then I came up here, and it's all the house shows and like people playing music in their houses and partying, and I was like, whoa, like this is really, really cool. Shout out to those living rooms, man. Like like Mind Palace, the OG ones, Bluebird, like all of those, the Temple.
Temple, bro. I haven't had that forever.
I just dated myself. But yeah, that was, that was really special for me coming into college and experiencing that. And I think just to continue to recognize how each element of the scene benefits itself to cultivate a larger vision and a larger picture of what it can be. And so we're talking, the most important part is the people coming to the shows. It's like without that, there's nothing, right? And so people who are fans of music, people who are fans of performing art and showing up to shows and supporting everything is like, that's key. So just as much as we can inspire that is very important.
Okay, wait, hold on, real quick.
Yeah.
So getting people to shows is very important.
Yeah.
So as let's say for any artist, band, venue, and including y'all, what are some like methods or some things that you find helpful for getting people to shows? Like what are some good tactics?
Yeah, it's all about, I think, differentiation. So there's a lot of, there's way more performing artists than there are venues. And then beyond that, it's like within the performing artists, like why do I want to go see this performing artist instead of this performing artist?
Oh, there'd be mad shows on the same day. That's
yeah,
for sure.
exactly. Okay, could be the venue, right? Okay, it's like, oh, I like venue A more than venue B, and so I want to just go hang out there.
Okay,
could
so
be,
how does Blueroom stand out?
Could be the style of performing art. And also could be the entertainment factor of the performing artist. So like you are an incredibly entertaining performer. Like seeing you on stage, like you're like going crazy and like doing all the moves and shit. I was like, I want to go see Chris maybe or Crevens rather than like another hip hop show that's happening at a different venue that night because I prefer the entertainment factor.
I'm gonna learn how to moonwalk just because you said that.
Yeah. I know you know how to moonwalk already.
I don't
Don't
bro.
even cap.
I actually don't.
Well, you make it work then.
I'll figure it out.
But yeah, I think. Hey, hold him to that, okay? He said he figured it out.
Next episode, I'm gonna just moonwalk, bro.
I think we stand out with our lighting system.
Yes.
We have very good lights here. And I think we also stand out in the way that I curate shows when I book them. And so it's very musically cohesive. It's not like one random group and then one random group with another sound and then one random group with another sound. It's like, no, if we're doing indie rock, we're going to build the show, you know, energy-wise around that genre. Yeah. If we're doing classic rock, we're going to build the show energy-wise around that genre. So even if someone like, you know, there's a group of 50 people just coming to see one band, to see their friends, they're like, oh, but this other band is like really cool because it also sounds like my friend's band, you know? And like, I think bringing it all back to like the supportive and like the fan element of a music scene is like, yeah, it's like sticking around for the whole show really means a lot to the performers on stage.
That's what we need to bring back. I mean, I think it's coming back a lot more now.
But I think
also,
so too, yeah.
I do want to point out, shout out y'all because it was because of y'all I found out who Actress was.
Oh yeah.
I was here for that show. I forget. It was like April or something, May last year.
Yeah, with Actress. Pantsuit guy in Pure House, yeah?
Yep.
I think so, yeah.
That's
May
the one.
7th.
That's the one.
Yeah.
And bro, when I tell you, I was not expecting. I just kind of was like, you know, I'm gonna just go peep the show real quick. Mm-hmm. Blew my mind. I was outside of the mosh pit. Everyone went crazy. I ended up shopping up with them. Just wonderful human beings. Yeah, no, that's what I do appreciate how you guys are curating things.
Yeah, thanks, man.
But let's talk about it, bro. Say, how do you get people to the show? What are some tips for online? How do I become a better online marketer?
Honestly, that's a really good segue question to talk with our social media and manager and marketing director, who's actually in the house right now. Maddie, you want to come over and answer that question?
Hey, Maddie, come on over. Talk to us real quick. What up, gang?
What's good?
What's up, Maddie?
Repeat the question.
So what are some tactics, what are some piece of advice, or actually what have you found successful for online marketing for Blueroom?
Yeah, a big thing that we do is focus on the community around the venue and the community that is in Bellingham. I think that's something that's kind of different from the other places around here. Instead of just being like, hey, this is a show we have, come to this show. Also, you should come to the show after that. Like, come every day. It's important.
That's good.
It's important to be like, this was kind of fun. Should we do it again? Like, and notice who people are enjoying seeing on stage and keep sharing that and reminding people, like, if you like coming back, like, you should keep coming back.
You know that one record you're trying to find on vinyl from your favorite artist, you just can't find it. Have you ever checked out Black Noise? It is the heart of Bellingham's music scene, founded by the one and only Nico Sanchez. They've got all sorts of indie gems, handpicked by Nico himself. Jazz, punk, you name it. Swing by for some good vibes and, whatever album you're trying to find. 1312 Bay Street, Deppin. Binary Recording Studio is a versatile space designed to cater to all music genres. And when I say all, I mean all. If you're into jazz, rock, hip-hop, or anything in between, Binary is equipped to bring your music to life. With the expert engineering and the best setup, my boy Bob, he can capture the essence of whatever you are wanting to create and bring it just to reality. From there, book your session today, unleash your creativity at Binary Recording Studio. But for real, my boy Bob, he will not disappoint.
And welcome back.
Yeah, and even within that, like listening to the community too. Like, what do you guys want to see? Like, we're in I think in a leadership role here, in terms of the booking style of things, but to lead is to serve ultimately. Like when you're in a leadership role,
It took me to the military real quick.
it's all about like giving back and like how can we set everyone else up for success. It's not about the individual, it's about the group. Yeah. And so like listening to, we really like this show, let's book them again, or this band is like, being hip to like, this band is really hyped right now, like we got to get them on stage, or like we got to give this talent this opportunity, and conveying that through marketing.
What do you guys feel? I'm sorry. What do you guys feel is like? All right, so you just had this like really successful show with this particular like band or this bill. Do you guys have like a time limit before you can book that same band or like the same bill again?
What a great question, Chris. I'm so glad you asked that. Yes, we do. And also within that, even going back to what we were saying before, like, Bellingham is a small city, not oversaturating your market. Yeah. I think performers should have that time limit in mind too. So if I have a band that I know is going to sell like 100 tickets, let's say, I'm probably only going to book them once every 3 months. If not twice a year, because like I want them to bring everything.
Time out. You can't get them more than 2 to 3 times.
I think that the build up to that show and to make the Blueroom a special occasion, it's like, they can't, we're not playing there every week. We're not playing there once a month. It's like, no, this is a special occasion that we're playing this show.
Okay.
And I think bands should also have that in mind about themselves. Like, it's a special occasion when we come out and play a show and we add these entertaining factors. Maybe like actors, we're putting on suits and like just like going crazy, you know? And then that excites people and makes them want to come out to the shows more.
What kind of time limit would you say?
I stand with that. I mean, as a performer, you got to do what you got to do, and it's fun to play shows.
That's a fair point. Yeah.
That's a big thing, I think. It's a good time. That's why people are making music and playing shows to begin with. But it's a better time if there's a lot of people there to see you.
True.
And people are more inclined to come out if you give them a little bit to wait and anticipate it. So.
True. You gotta go on the edge of their seat, just ready for it.
Yeah, exactly.
So how long have you been a part of Blueroom altogether?
Officially, like 3 or 4 months, but we've talked about Blueroom stuff for a long time now, just casually.
Yeah, I mean, Maddie was the front person for Madam Monarch, and they were like one of the first groups to ever play here.
Our first show at a venue was here, and so like a lot of what he talks about with like bands having their first opportunity here, like I got to see that from start to here now.
Yeah, crazy journey.
It's important to me to like show people, if you want a show at a venue and you like haven't made that move yet with your band, like it's possible. There's someone they're gonna read your booking inquiry and they're gonna help you out, find a really good bill, and like this is a place where all your friends can come to because there's no age limit.
Facts.
So
mic drop.
I've got that personal connection to it.
All right, so I guess one final one real quick. So on the marketing side, what would you say are the main differences between marketing for as an artist versus venue? What are the different like tactics or like mindsets going into? I mean, I guess I get the mindset already. So tactics, I would say.
I think a lot of the tactics are similar. A lot of it is just exposure and awareness, getting your name out there. But at the same time, when it's like your music and your shows, it's a lot more about you, the band. And when it's on a venue level, it's kind of more about like the broader spectrum of things. We are not just one genre, one type of thing going on. Like even the shows you listed, like flamenco, indie rock, hip hop, like there's everything
in between.
So you gotta be Versatile.
Because I guess there was a moment in time on TikTok. Yeah, the little TikTok videos where y'all be like popping up and like, hey.
We were doing TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
You remember that?
I think it was before her time.
I personally, I love more like goofy,
Yeah.
presentation, and then like when it comes to like game time, come with like the serious shit.
Yeah.
But like the more goofy, that's what I was kind of asking, because I know as an artist, definitely way more fucking goofy. But I would love to see how you guys were doing like little like skits and whatnot here and there. That was super dope. And I love that. And I'm voting right now. And I'm going to pull, Jake, put a poll right here. Do we bring it back? Yes or no?
Bring back the TikTok.
Bring back
Yes
the
or
TikTok.
no?
Bring back the skits.
Bring back, honestly, if we brought that back, that would warm my heart. I freaking love that shit. It's just like, think, why be serious on camera? Like, I don't know, it's just not in my personality. Like, let's just be goofy about it. This whole project is just to have fun, and like the entertainment industry in general is just to have fun. Like, you're going out to a show, like, you're supposed to have fun. Like, we can represent that on social media too,
Cool.
you know?
You gotta be fun.
Yeah, exactly. We left cool back in high school. Like, it's about having fun now.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of ice cold, bro. I'll be quiet. I'm gonna cut that one out.
Cut that one out.
Man, all right. So I guess we'll just do a couple, little goodbye ones, if that's cool with you guys.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to get off your chest before we move forward with this next segment?
I think just going back to what we were saying about how important it is for people to come out to shows, it's also important for people to be playing shows and forming bands, and I just want to encourage like as many musicians that are out there to continue to pursue their dreams and just go for it. And also it's very important for venues to provide opportunity for that and to give people a chance to kind of woodshed a little bit and cut their teeth. And so those three elements living harmoniously creates a good scene. It's the fans, the bands, and the venues. And we're just trying to be here to do our part.
I love it.
Yeah.
So I guess before we get into this next section, actually,
Sure.
for the people out there that really want to know and they have not done yet so far, how can they reach out to the Blue Room to get booked or for any kind of inquiries?
Oh, is that when I say something? You can reach out to us any way, social media, but the most direct way is through our email. If you're looking to get booked or if you're looking for just general information about the venue, you can email booking@blueroombham.com or info@blueroombham.com. Both of those accounts are managed by myself and by Maddie and by my business partner. And we take pride in reading every single inquiry that comes through. It might take us a week or 10 days to get back because there's, maybe 130 fucking inquiries.
It's a queue, bro.
We will get to it and we will get back, whether it's a no because, or a yes and, yes because, anything there. I think communication is at the bottom most foundational layer for a healthy working relationship.
You can't build a skyscraper on sand.
Can't build a skyscraper on sand. Well said.
Boom. That was so cheesy. I love it. All right, but check it out.
Hey.
So if you can be, is it in the band or is it?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no.
Give me some fun ones at the end here.
If you could be in one movie, what movie would it be?
If I could be in one.
Just a character, like even if like, you're not even part of the main cast,
Right.
you just walking around that motherfucker.
Right.
One movie.
I have a. You know what I'm gonna say? I have a passion for like just kind of noir, black and white detective movies, and so I would love to be like a middle-aged, like alcoholic, like divorced detective.
Cigar
who's
with
like,
the scotch.
Yeah, on the case. He's like,
Can't figure this shit out.
coming
Billy.
out of retirement one last time, for this case.
Okay.
Yeah.
He made his own. All right.
Yeah.
Bet.
What about Maddie? Do you have one?
Come on, Billy.
I'm gonna go.
Come on, Billy. We gotta crack this one.
See, I'm gonna go kind of polar opposite here. I gotta go dazed and confused.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit more chill, but good times.
Yeah.
How about you?
Truman Show. When's the last time you watched that?
Not in a while, to be honest. Yeah.
See, Truman Show, because you know how everybody was an extra? Imagine just being one of them extras. And like you literally getting paid and to live it, like you don't gotta do nothing, but it's like, oh no, everybody got the comms. That's crazy. That's a crazy concept. I just wanna see what that was like firsthand.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it, bro. I watched that shit recently.
You got AJ dying behind the camera there.
I've been thinking about it. It's weird. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, I want to say Dark Knight just to see how like much chaos goes on.
Yeah, just be like part of it.
Man, that boy Joker wilding over there. You see it? In the back, like, damn. I guess we're not going out tonight, bro. But no, I guess at the end of the day, thank you for doing everything you do. Thank you for just creating this environment, putting on these shows, being you.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that.
We're happy to have you here. I'm happy to be here. I'm gonna be back on the 12th. This will already be out by then, but just know if you're watching this and you weren't at the show, you caught an L.
Yeah, big L, right on your forehead, just like that. Thanks for having me on, man. It really meant a lot that you reached out and that you wanted to talk about this stuff, and I'm really happy.
Support the gang, support the family.
Yeah. Cheers.
And that, sir. Hold on. All right, Billy. I think it's time to shut up and listen and have a good day. Y'all stay beautiful.
Nice one, Chris.
Give me the paper!
Thanks again for tuning in to Shut Up and Listen. For more captivating content, including videos, articles, and everything music related, visit our website at shutupbeham.com. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button wherever you get your podcast and join the conversation by following us at Shut Up and Listen Beham on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Shut Up and Listen is proudly produced by Rocket Soul and Binary Recording Studio. Stay tuned for more fantastic episodes.